What do you think about this year's Peace Prize winners?
I think it was an interesting choice. There are other people who you could give the prize to who have been environmentalists with different kinds of success, Joschka Fischer in Germany, for example. But it was interesting that they gave it to people who were doing the very basic scientific work, and they gave it to the most visible environmentalist now in the world, Al Gore, and they also gave it to someone who represents the United States, which is a bit of a problem when it comes to addressing global warming. So it was an interesting choice.
But has climate anything to do with peace?
Well, that's an interesting question. They argue at the Nobel Committee, and in fact the laureates this year said that they believe that environmental damage is so disruptive to human society that it inevitably leads to conflict, and that you can only talk about security when people are safe and when they have safe access to the things that they need to live. And so in a world of global warming where people are threatened by the environment, they're not safe, and they will inevitably conflict with other people. So they say in the biggest picture it is about peace. I think the Nobel Peace Prize has moved to a very big picture, though, about what ought to be recognized. I'm not sure this was a peace prize this year, but it's a really, really important cause, and so it's not for me to criticize them.
Okay. What do you think the climate is on the Earth around 2020?
The end of the Earth around 2020?
The climate on the Earth.
I don't understand. What do I think that the climate's going to be like in 2020?
How it is.
You know, I don't know. The predictions suggest that it's going to get worse. It may not get worse in ways that you and I notice. If you live in a big city in a cold country, you might actually like the way things have changed by 2020. A lot of people are going to actually enjoy the weather more, depending on where they live.